This is the new Infinix Hot 60 Pro Plus, a very good looking phone. Now, when you compare it to the new Spark 40 Pro Plus I reviewed in my previous video, there is really not much different. So first, the Hot 60 Pro Plus is slimmer, just 5.95mm thick compared to about 6.5 on the Spark 40 Pro Plus. It also has slightly better IP rating, IP65 versus IP64. But it drops a few things. There is no wireless charging on here, and also there is no headphone jack, and that's basically it. Everything else is the same: the display, the battery, the performance, even the software experience. So compared to the Spark 40 Pro Plus, you are pretty much trading wireless charging for a sleeker and thinner design. Now this is easily the slimmest phone I have ever held. It's incredibly thin and light for a phone with a 5160 mAh battery. Now let's dive in and take a closer look at the Hot 60 Pro Plus. My name is Udi, I talk about tech. Let's shoot. Hi guys, so before we get into the video, one of my goals for this year is to get to 50,000 subscribers, and that can only happen with your help. So if you've been watching my videos but you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. Now, if you're new here, welcome to Udishoots. I make tech videos and tech review videos just like this one to help you make the right buying decision. So subscribe and don't forget to turn on your notifications so that you don't miss any new video. Alright, the design on the Hot 60 Pro Plus looks great. I love this frosted glass finish. It looks very similar to its predecessor, that's the Hot 50 Pro Plus, but I think this looks better because of its frosted finish, and it's available in many colors, so that's nice. This phone looks very beautiful. I gave the Hot 60 Pro Plus to some of my friends, and the first thing they commented on before I even had a chance to say anything is how slim and light the phone is. Now, you probably have already watched a ton of reviews by now and you have heard about how slim this phone is, but you really need to hold this phone in your hands to really feel it, and I promise you would love it. If you can walk into a physical store for yourself and hold this phone in your hands, and you understand what I'm saying, this phone is very slim and lightweight too. It's so slim and light that even if you had more money to buy a more expensive phone, you might still end up picking this one because of just how slim it is. And yes, compared to the Spark 40 Pro Plus, which is also a very slim phone, you can tell the difference. This one is noticeably slimmer. It has an IP65 rating for water and dust resistance, slightly better than the IP64 on the Spark 40 Pro Plus. Now, it's still not waterproof, but it should survive splashes or dusty environments a bit better. Now, at the bottom of the phone, we get a dual SIM card slot, no memory card slot, but the phone comes with 256 gigs of storage, so I think it's okay. And yes, you are getting an under-display fingerprint scanner. It works well and it's fast and reliable. There is no headphone jack on here, which is a bit of a letdown, especially if you use wired earphones. For me though, I don't care. I don't even remember the last time I used wired headphones. I'm curious though, do you use wired headphones? Is a headphone jack a necessity for you, or do you use wireless headphones? Let me know in the comments below. Now, we do get dual stereo speakers on the Hot 60 Pro Plus, and they actually sound great. We also get a hardware feature on one of the cameras at the back. It's called active halo lighting. The light flashes when you are receiving a call or a notification comes in, or even when you're charging your phone. Now, up front is a curved 1.5K AMOLED display with a 144Hz refresh rate and peak brightness of around 4500 nits. Now, some of you already know that Infinix had to do a bit of a workaround to get this display working properly, just like Tecno did with the Spark 40 Pro Plus. But for those who don't know, let me explain. Now, the actual physical resolution of this panel is 1.5K resolution, but the Helio G200, that's the processor inside this phone, does not support native 1.5K displays, so the processor is only sending out a 1080p resolution. To get around this, Infinix added a separate display processing chip that upscales that 1080p output to match the 1.5K panel. So yes, the screen is physically 1.5K resolution, but what you're actually seeing is a 1080p image upscaled to 1.5K, not a true native 1.5K resolution. Now, it still looks very sharp and vibrant. For the 144Hz refresh rate, it's overclocked and it only works on certain system apps, and that is if you enable it in the phone settings. But most of the time, you're going to be running at 120Hz. It's a really nice screen for the price. Deep blacks, vibrant colors, and the curve adds that flagship style look. It's the same panel we saw on the Tecno Spark 40 Pro Plus, so you're not missing out on anything here. Whether you're watching YouTube, scrolling on TikTok, or gaming, this screen looks sharp and responsive. Under the hood, it's running the MediaTek Helio G200, paired with 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. Now, this is a 4.5G phone. It's not as fast as 5G, but it is faster than 4G. Now, the Helio G99, G100 and G200 we get here, they are all the same processor. Yes, the G200 does have some minor upgrades like a slightly faster GPU, but in real-world use, you can't tell the difference. The Helio G200 is a very good budget processor, whether you're browsing, using social media, or even gaming. This phone performs well, though it's not meant for heavy-duty gaming at max settings. Most games will be playable at medium graphics settings and high frame rates. With its 8 gigs of RAM and up to 256 gigs of storage, multitasking also feels smooth. The Hot 60 Pro Plus runs on XOS 15.1 based on Android 15, and to be fair, Infinix has really improved their software game. You get a cleaner UI, fewer ads, and some nice features like Translation Assistant, Document Assistant, and the Folax AI. Infinix and Tecno's software are basically the same as they come from the same parent company. So if you want to see all the software features on this phone, you can check out my Spark 40 Pro Plus review. I'll leave a link in the description below. But just know that you do get a lot, and I mean a lot of software and AI features that we don't even get on the flagship phones of some other brands. For software updates, I was a bit surprised. We get 5 years in total. That's 3 years of major OS upgrades and then 2 more years for security patches. Nice one, Infinix. Camera wise, you've got a 50 megapixel Sony IMX882 sensor. This is another difference to the Spark 40 Pro Plus. The Spark comes with a regular 50 megapixel camera, not this Sony lens. For the front camera, we get the same 13 megapixel front facing camera as the Spark 40 Pro Plus. Now, the Hot 60 Pro Plus captures sharp and detailed images with good dynamic range, so highlights and shadows are well balanced. Colors look good, but I would have preferred a bit more saturation. Portrait pictures on the Hot 60 Pro Plus looks great. Sharpness, HDR, they are all spot on. Overall, you won't be disappointed by the camera quality on the Hot 60 Pro Plus. Hey guys, so this is what video looks like on the Hot 60 Pro Plus selfie camera. I'm currently shooting at 2K 30fps, which is the highest this phone can shoot at. The rear cameras can also shoot 2K 30fps. So what do you think of its video and the microphone's audio quality? Let's talk about it in the comments. You are getting a 5160 mAh battery, and with the AMOLED screen, battery life is solid, easily a full day and maybe even more depending on your usage. Now, charging is 45 watts and Infinix claims around 50% in 25 minutes. But again, there is no wireless charging. And that's something that the Spark 40 Pro Plus actually has. So if that matters to you, that might be a reason to choose the Spark instead. So overall, the Infinix Hot 60 Pro Plus is a really interesting device, not just because of what it offers, but also because of what it chooses to leave out. Now you're getting a beautiful curved AMOLED display, a slim and premium design, great battery life, and decent performance for everyday use. It even comes with a Sony IMX882 sensor for better photos and a lot of AI-powered software features. And let's not forget the 5 years of software support, which is really impressive at this price. But when you place it side by side with the Spark 40 Pro Plus, the biggest trade-off becomes obvious. No wireless charging and no headphone jack. So it really comes down to your preference. Do you want the sleekest phone possible, or do you value features like wireless charging more? Personally, I think the Infinix Hot 60 Pro Plus stands out simply because of how incredibly thin it is and very lightweight too. Now, if that's something you want, something that feels different in the hand, something that is really refreshing to hold, this might be the phone to go for. Let me know what you think. Would you pick the Hot 60 Pro Plus or the Spark 40 Pro Plus? Drop your comments below and let's chat. Now, if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe for more videos just like this one. My name is Udi, this is Udishoots, and you'll see me in my next video. Soon! Oh, finally done. Let me show you guys the time. It's 12:52. People are sleeping. I'm here shooting video at 1 o'clock. See?